family. Thank you so much for joining me. So I wanted to just bring you a video about building your practice or business spiritually. So I think I like the name spiritually built. So I'm going to focus on tonight. Do what you need to do to build your practice or business. So a lot of people will pull you in many different directions if you allow that. And even though you want to at times be there at the minute that everyone wants you to be, you can't. You got to do the thing that is best for you in your practice if you're building a practice or a business, if you're building a business. So make sure that you are doing the things that you need to do, the research, making calls if you need to, sending emails, setting up events and things like that, doing what you need to do. And you don't always want to share all of the details of what you're doing with everyone, because everyone does not want you to succeed. Maybe they're upset, maybe they're jealous, maybe they're frustrated because they haven't gotten whatever it is off the ground and they don't want to see you prosper. However, that's not the thing that can stop it. The thing that can stop it is you not doing what you need to do. So this is why we're focusing on you doing what you need to do. Now, that might mean certain days or periods throughout the week or month or year where you're focused just on the business or the practice and you're not socializing all the time and you're not going out all the time. Or if you do, you have certain days or certain hours or certain times that you do that so that you could focus on the things that are most important to you. Because in the end, you want to live the life that you desire, that you planned for yourself, or that you thought about for yourself. Another thing I would say is focusing on, and this is something that someone was encouraging in their writings, I would say a guru. And they were talking about long-term thinking and using short-term experiences to sort of help you to get prepared for having to deal with long-term challenges. But thinking long-term, not just thinking for the moment, not just thinking for the week or the month or the next paycheck, but thinking long-term. How do you want your finances to look? What do you want it to be like? You want to be able to buy whatever you want, travel whenever you want to, take time off whenever you want to or need to, and not have to worry about finances. That same guru said, if you do not find a way to make money in your sleep, you will work until you die. Now, I would say I agree with that. We need to find ways, and it might not, it might be in your sleep, it might not would be ideal, because then that means you can rest and you're still pulling in money from whatever it is that you're doing. Could be, just think about it, because some people say, well, that's impossible. How could you do that? You could have a little rental, a little apartment. You rent, the 2 rooms, 3 rooms that are in there, and you don't have to be there 24/7, constantly checking on the people that you're renting to. And it could be bringing in money while you sleep. So there are a lot of ways that you can do that. Just think about things that you would be okay with doing long term, and look at your life and see, okay, am I really okay with doing this? Am I going to quit in the middle of it because I really hate doing renting and real estate and stuff? Is there a way that you can do it? So I would say just thinking, just brainstorming, thinking about different ways that you can do something like making money in your sleep. And rentals are probably going to be a big thing, especially coming up very soon, because I mean, many people, I'll say, are talking about this housing bubble that will pop, and many people will not have their homes, necessarily won't be paying their mortgages because maybe, with the job losses or layoffs, they're not able to pay, on all these credit cards. And, so much for us, there's so much that we can do um, to work on living way below our means so we don't get into trouble like this. But if we're in trouble, we just find a way out of it. But in that case, like I was talking about, rentals might be pretty popular, coming up very, so you can benefit from things like that. And, people have talked about tax liens and things like that. These are things that we can talk about. I'm no expert on this stuff, but just looking at the trends and the way things are going, there are a lot of ways that we can help ourselves and each other. All right, so I just saw 555 on the clock, which means change is coming. And I've been seeing other numbers that suggest it's good change. It's change that's going to be favorable for us. So I'm excited to see what's going to unfold. But on the spiritual side of it, not acting out of fear. And this is why I said, think about whether it's something that you really want to do long term. If it's not, do something that is in alignment with you, how you feel, what you really want to do, instead of something, that you're feeling like, oh, well, I guess I better cash in on it because it's happening. No, there are many things that you can do. It doesn't have to be the rental property route that you go. But again, just focusing on, as you're building a business, doing the things that you need to do, not allowing distractions to stop you from building the thing that you desire to build, that you really want. And long term, it's going to help you to live the life that you want and desire. All right. So that is it for me for now. I think I'll bring you another video actually pretty soon. And I want to talk a little bit about budgeting and time management with you as well. All right. So signing off for now. Thank you for joining me, family. I will see y'all in the next video very soon. As always, happy lightning fast manifesting. Bye for now.